Now to the latest on the crisis along Nigeria's land borders. Delegates from Nigeria, Benin and Niger now say they will ensure that people crossing their borders must display documents recognized by the Economic Community of West African States Regional Bloc, ECOWAS. In a joint communique, the leaders also agreed to set up a joint border patrol force to curb smuggling. Foreign ministers from the region met after Nigeria closed its land borders for trade until end of January next year. The move was aimed at tackling rampant smuggling in rice and other goods from Africa's biggest economy. This has created a crisis across the region. Well, let's get you the latest on this. I'm joined by CGTN's Phil Lihaza. He's live for us in Abuja in Nigeria. CGTN's Nabil Ahmed Rufai is joining us from the Ghanaian capital, Accra. Phil, first off to you though, Nigeria, Benin and Niger met to discuss the border closure issue. What has come out of their joint committee meeting in Abuja, in the capital?
Well, thank you. That meeting indeed occurred right here in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, at the ECOWAS headquarters. And of course, it happened on Thursday. It had foreign ministers from all three countries and other relevant authorities. Now, according to the foreign minister, Nigeria's foreign minister, Geoffrey Onyema, he says that the meeting was indeed necessary because all three countries have before now signed various agreements, and memorandum of understanding to ensure that smuggling activities around the borders are checkmated, but that has not been complied or adhered to. And he cited examples of rice smuggling, saying that foreign rice is still on the high in terms of its availability in Nigerian market. But at the end of the day, a communique was signed by all parties, and they've agreed to establish what they call a tripartite anti-smuggling joint border patrol team, which will ensure that smuggling activities at the different borders are checkmated and some form of sanity is brought to the borders. Right.
Nabil, Nigeria is a major trade partner for Ghana. How has Ghana been affected by the closure of the Nigerian border?
Indeed, many traders here in Ghana have been seriously affected by the border closure in Benin. We are hearing that some of the traders still have their goods stranded at the Nigerian-Benin border, and the goods are getting damaged. Last month, we had the Ghana Union of Traders Association actually reporting that traders are losing millions of dollars as their goods remain stranded at the Benin-Nigerian border. Also, we've had Ghana's largest local beverage manufacturer, Casapreco, reporting that since August, when the border was closed, it's lost more than $2 million US, and the impact of the border closure is still being felt by a lot of traders here in Ghana.
Well, Phil, the Nigerian border will remain closed until the end of January. How is the joint committee going to deal with the issues raised by Nigeria before they reopen the borders?
Well, we know that so far at the communique or at the meeting, the communique also revealed that the border patrol, the joint border patrol team, will be made up of police, customs officials, immigration officials, Navy, and all relevant security personnel from the three different countries, and that will make up the force. They are also going to be saddled with the responsibility, and not just that, they'll be given the powers to arrest, to pursue, to escort and monitor goods in transit at their common borders. They're also expected to check travel documents properly from travelers who are moving across the borders. They're also expected to share intelligence information. They're also expected to sensitize the populace in and around these borders on the seriousness of the crime, talking about smuggling activities now. But, so far we know that they've fixed November 25th and 26th. That's just about a week away from now to reel out more of these details and, of course, come together as a tripartite force now to embark on their responsibility that they've just been saddled with.
And a final comment from you, Nabil. We do understand that there is a bit of tension between Nigeria and Ghana, especially in Kumasi. What more can you tell us about that?
Yes, following the border closure, some traders in Kumasi especially decided to also retaliate, sort of, because there are a lot of Nigerian traders also controlling the market here in Ghana. So this decided to actually lock some of the shops belonging to Nigerian, pushing government to enforce a law which bars foreigners from engaging in retail business in Ghana. So most of the shops of Nigerians remain locked since last 2 weeks. And then here in Accra, some other traders also in the commercial hub decided to also do same. Since last week, some over 100 shops of Nigerians still remain locked, and they are not backing down. They are saying they would want the government to enforce the law that bars foreigners from engaging in retail business here in Ghana, since Nigeria has decided to also close its borders to other West African neighboring countries. They feel this is time for Ghana to also act. This is not the first time we are seeing shops of foreigners, especially Nigeria, being closed due to this trade law that bars foreigners from engaging. It's happened over 20 years ago, and it's reignited due to the situation going on in the Nigeria-Benin border.
All right, Nabil Ahmed Rufai joining us there from Accra, and Phil Ihaza in Abuja in Nigeria. To you both, thank you.